Hello mates, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have made Spongebob Sqaurepants house from Spongebob Sqaurepants Battle Bikini Bottom Rehydrated in Minecraft. Yes, that is what I have made today. I have made Spongebob Sqaurepants house from the video game Spongebob Sqaurepants Battle Bikini Bottom Rehydrated in Minecraft today. And I just want to say that this looks amazing. This looks amazing. I've been wanting to do Spongebob Sqaurepants house again for such a long time. I've been doing so much of Squidward's and Patrick's house, but I want to do Spongebob house different, very different. And yeah, I want to do it very different, and here it is. I hope you really like this, mates. I really tried to do something different with Spongebob Sqaurepants house compared to the other one. Yes, the other one is different. There's something different about the other two, Patrick and Squidward's house. But SpongeBob, I really wanted to do something new and something different. And let's see how I do it right now. Okay, mates, so here we go. Number one is the outline. The outline is a bit different. A bit different. A little bit of the same, but a bit different. There is the regular outline of SpongeBob house, and then surrounded with sand. In the video game, SpongeBob Sqaurepants Battle Bikini Bottom, Rehydrated, I have it with like you see in Patrick's, with the sand all around. They have it on SpongeBob and Squidward house as well. So I want to get that detail in. And another thing I do want to get detail in is that SpongeBob house is much smaller than, not too much smaller, but a little bit smaller than Squidward house. So I really want to get that down. And another thing I really want to get down is the front and the back. I really want to change up the front and the back. The front and back looks okay, but I want to do something different, something more different. So I went on to do the front and the back, and I really want to make sure you see it's round. It's a round front and a round back. I really want to get that down. The outline is it's not the same. It's a bit more wider. I say it's a little more wider. Going up is much yeah, it's much more taller. It's a bit more taller. And but the main thing is that the front and back is really shown that it's round. It's a pineapple that we want to show. It is a round pineapple, and I really want to get that down. So I really want to make sure I get that down, that is round. I have so many times that I try to do it and it doesn't look that good, but this time it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. And yeah, there's some problems with going all of it round, especially with the window. But when you fill in the space and add some other detail into it, it looks much more better. And there's another detail I really want to get down. There's many more. The first one is the front and the back being rounded, and the whole thing is round like a pineapple. Right. Another thing I want to get down is there is a bush in the front of the house, the SpongeBob house. I don't have that in my other SpongeBob build. So in this one, I really want to get that detail that there is a bush, a different color bush in front of SpongeBob house. And yeah, another thing I want to fix is the top of the house, the grass, right? The top of the pineapple. My other one looks okay, but I want it to be more bigger and be more taller and filled up a lot of gaps. So I did that. I did it. It looks okay. It looks pretty good. I also really want to show that it is rounded too, so I really take out any sharp edges on it and really make it more round. of it. I'm following the house and making it more rounded, and it's much more taller than the other one I did, and it's a bit more different. It's much more, it covers a lot of it, and there's some gaps with on the very top, not too much in between them. There's not too much gap in between them at all, not that much on it, but yeah, but it's much bigger. I also want to make sure that it's not taller than Sqaurepants house, so I also want to make sure that I did not do that, make it taller than Sqaurepants house. It should be smaller than it, but still look good as well. And yeah, I spent a lot of time on the top of it. We don't want to get sure and make sure that it does look good. My other one, it looks okay. It looks okay, but it doesn't look that good. This one looks way much more better. It does look like much more better for the top. And yeah, I really spent a lot of time making sure the top of his house looks much more better than before. And yeah. But my main focus of this build was the marking of the pineapple, of Spongebob pineapple. I want to get down that there is a mark, right? There's a hatch mark, called hatch mark, right? An X mark on to Spongebob house. I wanted to get that detail. I didn't want to just leave it like that, or leave it just orange. Of course it is orange, but I want to show there is a mark in it. So I use I think I use black terracotta. I could have used brown terracotta to give it a little bit more brightness, but I wanted to do a little more dark to give you the contrast of light and dark. And the there's a lot of you know, the markings, the patterns around Spongebob house, but I tried it. It doesn't look okay. I mean, it looks okay, but it doesn't look amazing. So I didn't do a lot. I just did the one, and I think the one is good enough. I know when I go back to this, go back to this one to even make it much more better. It'd be much more better. With the markings, like the one thing I think I could do much better in is maybe make it more round of the house, the top area, and making the markings much more better, and the door too, and also the windows. Those two, the door is a bit more different. The door is a bit more different. Made it an actual door, not the door in Minecraft. I made it I made an actual door that you can't go in unless you know. But yeah, I made an actual door. Yes, it doesn't. You can't really go in it, but it's meant for the outside looking. Right, you don't really gonna go to someone's house. Right, so that's why I get rid of the doors that you could actually open, but it doesn't really look that good. So I made a door that actually fit with the size of the house, so it doesn't need to make it much smaller. And the window is a bit more difficult. It is really spread out, and the window is on the cove too, so it's really hard to make a window coving. So I tried the best I can to make it not too much coving, and also have it when it's, you know, the windows is coming outwards. And yeah, everything else is about the same. The color is the same. Orange. The of course the pineapple is orange, so the color I use is orange for the pineapple. For the top of Spongebob house is lime concrete. The door is light blue, and that's just I think that's something different. I think I used cyan last time. This time I went more lighter, more light blue, so I went light blue. You can see right now I've been experimenting on the pattern right now. I am experimenting on the pattern right now, and yeah, it looks okay, but I did change it. I changed the pattern because it looks okay, but it could be better. And I want the pattern in the middle of the house. I want it in the middle, then it being on the very top and the very bottom. So I went to just do it in the middle. And yeah, that's the main thing I really want to get down is the pattern. Another thing I actually want to talk about, I am talking about scale. Right, scale for these houses, right? These scales is pretty good scale, but soon enough the scale won't matter. It will not matter when I get into the next build. The next build is not taller than these houses. Only Patrick it is taller, but it's supposed to be smaller, but it's much taller. I wouldn't did it because I want to get the details in as much as I can. Because these three houses, yes, these three houses it does very matter about the scale. Because obviously you can't look at one house only alone. You have to look at these three houses all together. So you have to look at these three houses all together and not separate. So the scale has to be very good for these houses. But when I get to the next project, it's a bit different. The next project, the actual size is a lot much smaller than the houses. It's about 1 block. But I want to get the details, so it got much more bigger, a lot more bigger, a lot more bigger. So yeah, it got a lot more bigger, and I did. I really want to do as much detail as I can. So yeah, but I think it still turned out well, even though the scale's not together as the other things. But I think that they turn out very well, and I do want to alternate project, right? These project, the Spongebob project, and the other project, right? Another thing I want to say is I do want to alternate it. I really want to go one day is one project, the next day another project. So go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? And another thing I do want to say is that it's going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But on the weekends, it's going to be the big project. It's going to be a map project. The weekdays is going to be a project, a regular project, like an object project, not a map or a big project, right? The maps I already done was a big project already, right? So that is probably going to mostly take a week to do. And these, the object base or places, structures project is a bit more faster than the map one, the big one. So these one will be, these project will come out about every day until the weekend. The weekend will be saved for the big project, the map project. The week days is the regular project, weekend, the big project. That is really want to get down is that. And yeah, those are going to be a bit more change, a little bit more change up. But it's still going to be, everything's going to be daily. But I'm really alternate project, this one and the next one, and maybe even more project I'm going to add in soon. But right now, it's just going to be these two, right? These project and the other project. And of course the big project, the maps project, the big one will be for the weekend, right? It will be one for the weekend. Two, I don't think I could do two for the weekend. It's probably going to be either on Saturday or Sunday for the big project. But but it will be only one, and the next either Saturday or Sunday will be the regular you know, project, right? And yeah, but I really love doing these projects. I love it so much. I love just building and making things, and letting you mates see how I make it and what I am doing and what I'm improving on and what I'm doing too as well. And I really am happy that I get to do these projects with your mates and doing more and a lot more right now. And yeah, mates. So mates, that is it. That is SpongeBob SquarePants House from SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated in Minecraft. Yes, that is it. It is done. I see it looks so much better than the last one. It looks much more better, and it looks very good too as well. There's a lot of difference, of course. The markings, the front, the back, making it more rounded, much more taller. The top is different. The windows a little bit different. The door is different. Even the walkway is different. I really like how this turned out. I really do like how this project turned out, and I hope you may feel like this project too. There will probably be a how-to for this. I might want to do another one, another house for SpongeBob and every other one to make it even more better. But I may do it for this one. But anyways, that is it for the video. I really hope you liked this video. I see you in the next time. Bye.